Hello, Comets, and welcome to the Advocast. We are bringing you this week's news bulletin. I'm Janiyah Owens.
I'm Benjamin Bassam. In this week's first story, the student activity fee is being diverted to pay an employee's salary. On April 19th, the Associated Student Union Board voted 7-1 to use funds from the $5 student activity fee to pay 25% of Student Life Coordinator Joel Nicholson Shank's salary for the 2017-18 fiscal year. The $17,656 increase brings Nicholson Shanks up to a full-time salary. The waivable $5 fee is charged to students district-wide upon enrolling every spring and fall semester. The student activity fee is intended to allow the ASU to fund club events, scholarships, and student-led projects. ASU President Safi Ward Davis says this is not the first time the ASU has used student fees to pay a portion of its advisor's salary, and it won't be the last. Dean of Student Services Vicki Ferguson said the college's budget did not have enough money to fund a full-time employee due to the college's low enrollment. She said after looking for funding elsewhere, going to the ASU was a last resort.
Budgets are depressing. The college hosted its 10th annual food and wine event on Sunday outside in the Campus Center Plaza from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Approximately $30,000 were raised from ticket sales and auctions this year. Former culinary arts student and previous recipient of the Italy Scholarship, Joe Corio, said, "I think the event has evolved so much this year by holding it outdoors and got us out of being enclosed in the gym. This way, we were able to show people about our little oasis in the desert." A silent raffle was held in the Fireside Hall, as well as a cake raffle with food vendors from local areas showing off their dishes.
Culinary arts department stuff's always a good time. The Understudies, Contra Costa College's newly formed drama club, hosted their first event, a fundraiser they called Milk Shakespeare. Running from 11 a.m. to noon on Thursday in the Fireside Hall, the event opened with an ice chest full of ice cream, chocolate syrup, milk, whipped cream, and a jar of cherries. Club members cut up fresh fruit and sold blended milkshakes for $3 each. The main event was a staged reading of Doing Thy Will, directed by drama professor Angelina Labar and written by drama department chairperson Carlos Manuel Chavarria. Labar said it attempts to put all of Shakespeare's comedies in one play. The play was rushed out in less than 2 weeks, so some of the play's complexity, in particular the fools and musicians, had to be cut, but Chavarria said they might return in future presentations of the play. The reading was deliberately chaotic, with Labar playing 2 simultaneous roles, shuffling name tags back and forth. A squirt gun was employed, and the play's music was replaced by an instrumental version of Kellis's Milkshake and other zany antics. The play concludes on the line, "My milkshake doth brought all the boys to the bard."
I never thought of putting milkshakes and Shakespeare together in one room. Crazy. Today is the last day to sign up for the intramural speech tournament that is hosted by Contra Costa College on May 2nd. The students will check in and they'll have their registration and judge orientation at 3 p.m. Round 1 runs from 3:30 to 4:20, and round 2 is from 4:30 to 5:20. The check-ins will be outside the General Education Building. Speech professor Joseph Carver said the students benefit from a little taste of speech and debate and public speaking, so they recognize the public speaking isn't all that scary.
It's been my experience too. Journalism's a bit like that. Try it out sometime. In other cultural events relating to food, the Muslim Student Association hosted a fast and feast to highlight food insecurities and the plight of global hunger. Over 80 students and staff members participated in the Fastathon, which raised over $400 for the Greater Richmond Interfaith Program. The club sold $5 participation tickets during the week prior to the event, in which applicants committed to fasting on the day of the event from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The event was followed by a traditional Mediterranean dinner, a raffle, and a presentation by guest speaker Abdul Aziz. Student Services and Instructional Support Coordinator Joel Nicholson Shanks said, "This is what college is all about, learning from other cultures and helping each other grow."
That's what keeps this college diverse, is having all these cultures together. And Mediterranean food is delicious. Super Saturday was held this week for the 4th year in a row. This time in the heart of the college, the Campus Center Plaza. Several students and counselors came to set up and organize the orientation, and was scheduled from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with a raffle that gifted 3 iPads donated by the Workforce Development Office. Dean of Enrollment Services Dennis Franco said having the event outside gives everything a better vibe. It gets noisy indoors, and it feels like a four-year university event. We're showcasing what we got here, and it feels like a campus that has finally healed.
And we're wrapping up the news bulletin there. Stay tuned for the next segment. Here's social media editor Efrain Valdez with sports.
The men's baseball team lost 2 games and won 1 game against Mendocino in a 3-game series over the weekend. In the final game of the series on Saturday, the team lost 6-8 in 11 innings. First baseman Eric Whitfield went 2 for 5 with a home run and a double. The campus pool will receive leftover funds from Measure A that was passed by voters in 2006 for a resurfacing of the deck due to cracking and chipping on the cement. An architect was on campus last week to check out the damage. There is no timetable to when it will be resurfaced.
I'm not much of a sports guy, but I am a bit of a swimmer. I can say from experience, gouging yourself underwater doesn't really add to the experience. Thanks for that, Efrain.
Thanks for listening. Make sure to like us on Facebook at Accent Advocate.
Check us out on Instagram at CCC Advocate.
Follow us on Twitter at Accent Advocate.
YouTube at Accent Advocate.
And our Snapchat at CCC Advocate.
And we're signing up the Advocast there. Thanks for listening, guys. Look both ways before crossing the road.
I'm Janiyah Owens.
I'm Benjamin Bassam.
Thanks for listening.